Welcome to this full moon back bend heart opening class. Full moons are all about opening up, expansion, so we're going to do a lot of chest and heart opening. And anytime I do back bends, I love to incorporate hips in there too. So let's go ahead and get started in tabletop. So hands are going to be underneath the shoulders, spread the fingers open wide, knees underneath the hips. And then send the left leg long behind you. Right arm reaches straight out. Inhale here, exhale, crunch knee to nose. Inhale to reach, extend. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to reach. Exhale, crunch. Last time, big reach. On the exhale, crunch it in and hold for 3, 2, 1. Keep the knee and elbow bent, and then I want you to open up, left knee to the left, right arm to the right. Keep everything bent. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale to open. Exhale to center. Inhale to open. Exhale to center. Hold it here. Reach, stretch, bend through the back knee. Reach around, grab a hold of the back foot, and then begin to kick the hand in, kick the foot, opening up through the chest. Released, hand to the earth, crunch the left knee into the chest, and then gently step the foot between the hands, finding our Kapotasana, low lunge. Sweep the fingertips up, interlace the hands, release the pointer finger and thumb. Kapotasana with Kali Mudra fingers. Sink the hips low. Really think about sending that front thigh, the left thigh towards the calf, dropping that right hip flexor to the earth. Maybe gaze can lift. Reach the arms straight up. And then release. Fingertips frame the front foot. Curl the back toe under, pick up the back knee, send the heart forward. Exhale, straighten the front leg, drop the head, pyramid pose. Inhale, bend through the front knee, finding this lunge, send the heart forward. Exhale, pyramid, straighten the front leg, keep moving with the breath. Inhale, heart presses forward. Exhale, straighten and bow. Last time, heart presses forward. Exhale, straighten and bow. Gaze forward, take a slight bend through the front knee, and then step to the top of your mat. Wide feet here. We're going to take Malasana squat. Drop the hips low, hands to the heart center, and then stand up. Reach the arms up on an inhale. Exhale, drop down. Inhale, reach all the way up. Exhale, bend through the knees, Malasana. Keep going, reach up on the inhale. Bend the knees, drop down on the exhale. These squats here are really invigorating into the body. Really get the energy moving. Exhale to drop. Last time, inhale up. Exhale, come to your squat. Straighten the legs. Catch the fingertips behind the back, interlace them, squeeze the shoulder blades together, and drop the head. You can take a slight bend into the knees here as we forward fold. And then release the hands to the earth. Step back to plank. Hold your plank here. Belly button draws into the spine. Holding for 3, 2, 1. Lower down, chaturanga, full or modified. You can keep the knees lifted or let them come to the earth. Inhale, find your back bend here, upward facing dog. Tops of the feet press into the earth. Curl the toes under. Push back. Down dog. First down dog, pedal it out. Bend one knee and then the other maybe. Press the palms into the earth and then slide forward. Let the knees come to the earth. Bird dog on the other side. Sending the right leg straight behind you. Left arm reaches forward. Reach, reach, reach. Exhale to crunch. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale to crunch. Inhale, opens. Exhale, crunch. Reach. This time crunch and hold for 3, 2, 1. Keeping the elbows and the knee bent. Let's open up. Left arm to the left, right knee to the right. Fire hydrant. Inhale, opens. Exhale, close. Inhale, exhale, open, close. Last time, open, close, reach. Leg extends, arm extends, and then bend through the back knee. Catch the foot. Begin to kick the hand, kick the foot, opening up into the chest. Release. Crunch right knee into the chest. Step the foot between the hands. Kapotasana as you reach the arms all the way up. Interlace the fingers at the top. Release the pointer finger and thumb and really think about pressing your hips forward and down. Sending that right thigh towards the calf. Reach the arms up. Maybe the gaze lifts, coming into a little bit of a back bend here. And then release the fingers. Frame the front foot. Curl the back toe under. Send the heart forward into this low lunge. Straighten the front leg as you bow the head, pyramid, opening up through that right hamstring. Come forward on the inhale, drop the hips, gaze lifts, chest presses forward. Exhale, straighten and bow. Inhale, come forward. Exhale to bow. Last time coming forward. And then gaze forward, step up to the top of the mat, wide stance here, finding that Malasana squat again. Hands come to the heart center, and then press up as you come to straighten, reach the arms up. Drop the hips as you come down to your squat. Inhale, press back up. Exhale to drop. Inhale up. Exhale, come down. Push up. Last time coming into your squat. Release the hands, straighten the legs, heel toe the feet together. Interlace the hands behind the back. Send the shoulder blades together as you drop the head. Release, let the hands come back to the earth. Step back to plank, hold your plank pose. Heels are high, kneecaps engaged, the quads are tight. Draw the belly button into the spine and really round through the upper back. Press the mat away, holding for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lower down, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog, uncurl the toes. Heart presses forward. Curl the toes back under as you push back, downward facing dog. Right leg lifts, bend it at the knee, open up the hip. We're going to come into wild thing here. So slowly let those right toes come to the earth behind you as you reach the right arm up. Press the hips and heart up. And then listen carefully. Right hand's going to come to the earth as you draw the right knee into the chest. We're going to pivot into side plank onto the right arm. Reach the left arm up. Left hand comes back to the earth, coming back to your wild thing. Right toes behind you, heart and hips lift. Right hand down, side plank again to the right. Right knee draws into the chest as you lift the top arm up. Left hand down, wild thing again. Drop those toes, hips lift up. Right hand down, draw that right knee into the chest. Gaze forward, step the foot between the hands, Kapotasana again. Let the back knee come to the earth. Reach the arms up. Release pointer finger and thumb. Heart lifts, hips forward. Snuggle the biceps by the ears here as you lift the chest. You can even press through the top of the back foot, opening up deeper into that left hip flexor. Release the hands to frame the front foot. Curl the back toe under, pop up the knee, and then plant the left hand. We're going to pivot all the toes to the right long edge of the mat as we reach our right arm up to the ceiling. Send the fingertips towards the top of the mat, and then as you drop the hips, gaze behind you, Fingertips reach towards the back foot. Inhale, come all the way up. Plant the hand, pivot the toes again, drop the back heel. It's going to get a little complicated as we move through this moon flow. Bend through the back knee, Skandasana at the back of the mat, so front toes pop up. Turn to the back of the mat, finding a low lunge here. Same thing, right hand plants, pivot all the toes towards that left long edge of the mat now. Reach the top arm up, then towards the top of the mat. Exhale, drop the hip as you reach the fingertips towards the back toes. Inhale all the way back up. Frame the front foot to that lunge. Drop the back heel, Skandasana, so deep bend through the right knee. Left toes pop up. And then pivot all the way, low lunge to the front of the mat. Plant the right fingertips. You can use a block if you use a block in your half moon, or you can just tent the fingertips at the top of the mat. And then you're just going to pop up that back foot as you send the weight into that right foot. Left hand's going to come to the hip. Flex that lifted foot and then roll the chest open to the left. Really think about opening up the hips to the side. Maybe top arm lifts. And then carefully release that top arm back to the earth. Left foot's going to meet the right at the top of the mat. We're going to find that Malasana squat again. Come down. Hands heart center. Push all the way up. Interlace the fingers at the top. Release that pointer finger and thumb. Heel toe those feet back together. Finding crescent moon, so tipping over to the right. Bump the hips over to the left as you roll the chest up and open. You can gaze under that left shoulder. Keep tipping. Inhale, come back to center. Over to the left as you push the hips over to the right. Gaze under that right shoulder. And then come back to center. Release, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Plant your hands. Step back to plank. Hold your plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Inhale, heart lifts into your back bend, upward facing dog, or you can take your cobra, push back, down dog. So moving through that same sequence again on this side, we can go a little bit quicker because we know where we're going. Left leg lifts, bend it at the knee, open up the hip. Let's find that wild thing. So gently letting those toes come to the earth as you pop the hips and chest up. Left hand's gonna plant, hug the left knee into the chest as you pivot side plank to the right side of the mat. Top arm reaches. Right hand comes down. Finding your wild thing. Heart lifts. Hips up. Top arm down. Side plank to the right. Left knee hugs in. Reach the top arm up. Last time, wild thing. Hips up. Left hand comes down, hug that knee into the chest, gaze forward, step the foot between the hands, Kapotasana, gently let the back knee come to the earth. Reach, sweep the fingertips all the way up, release pointer finger and thumb, heart forward. Snuggle the ears between the biceps as you drop those hips. Press that back foot into the earth. Frame the front foot now, so release the fingertips, curl the back toe under, pop up the knee, plant that right hand. We're going to pivot all the toes again towards that left long edge of the mat. Reach the top arm up. On an inhale, it reaches to the top of the mat. Exhale, drop the hips as you reach that top arm towards the back foot. Come all the way up, pivot into a lunge. Now finding Skandasana at the back of the mat. Lunge, plant the left hand, pivot all the toes towards the right, pick up that top arm, inhale, arm overhead, exhale, reach it to the back of the mat as you drop the hips. Come all the way back up, finding that lunge, pivot Skandasana, bending through the left knee, right toes up, turning to the top of the mat, finding your lunge, reach the left fingertips to the top of the mat, finding that half moon. So Shifting the weight into the left foot as you pop up that back foot. Right hand can come to the hip. Flex that top foot. I want you to give that leg purpose. Rolling the toes open to the ceiling. Twist the chest so the shoulders stack over one another. Maybe that top arm reaches up. Peeling the heart open. Release right fingertips back to the earth. Right foot comes to the top of the mat, finding your Malasana squat again. Hands to the heart center. Lift the chest and then reach up as you stand tall. Exhale to squat. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale to squat. Last time, coming all the way up, heel toe the feet together, interlace the fingers, and then finding our crescent moon again, tipping over to the left. Bump the hips to the right. This time, gaze up under that right shoulder. Come back to center on an inhale. Exhale, hips to the left. Gaze under that left shoulder. Come back to center, release, dive forward. Inhale, halfway lift, step back to plank, hold this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. Push back, down dog. Adding on to that same sequence, let's lift the right leg up. Bend it at the knee, wild thing. Inhale, right hand to the earth, finding your side plank. Hug that knee into the chest. Open up that top arm. Left hand down, wild thing. Open up your heart. Right hand down, side plank to the left. Left hand down, wild thing. Hips up. Last time, draw that right knee into the chest. Gaze forward, step the foot between the hands. Drop the back knee, Kapotasana, come all the way up. Again, sending the hips forward and down, snuggling the ears between the biceps. And then release, frame the front foot, pop up the back knee, finding that full moon flow again. So left hand plants, pivot the toes to the right. You know where we're going. Hips come up as you reach the arm overhead. Drop the hips as you gaze back, fingertips towards the back foot. Frame the front foot, lunge, finding Skandasana at the back of the mat. Bend through the left knee. Pivot to your low lunge at the back of the mat. Right hand plants, toes to the left. Reach the fingertips up and over. Exhale, drop the hips as you reach back. Come all the way up, frame the front foot. Lunge, Skandasana now with the right knee bent. Pivot to the top of the mat. Plant the front fingertips, finding your half moon again, shifting the weight. Left hand comes to the hip. Peel the heart open to the side. Flex that top foot. Maybe that top arm reaches this time. Listen carefully, very gently. Bend through that front knee. Let's find our way into warrior two. So that back foot melts to the earth. Back foot parallel with the back of the mat. Nice deep lunge into that front knee. Settle in. Reach the fingertips away from the body. Melt the shoulders from the ears. Take a slight tuck at the tailbone. And then from here, hands can come to the hips. I want you to pop the left toes in. So finding our goddess stance here. Heels in, toes out. Nice wide squat. And then open up the arms into wings. We're going to press our heart forward on an inhale. On an exhale, I want you to wrap the arms around the body, around the torso. Give yourself like a big hug here. And drop the head. Drop the hips as well. Inhale, heart presses forward. As you open your arms up like wings. Exhale to wrap, round and wrap. Drop the head, drop the hips. Inhale, heart presses forward. Exhale, round and wrap. 2 more times. Inhale, open like wings. Exhale, round and wrap. Last time, heart presses forward. Exhale, round and wrap. Release the hands to the hips, straighten through the legs. This time, heels out, toes in. Interlace the hands behind the back, actually. Draw the shoulder blades together, lead with the heart, and let's find a wide-legged forward fold here. Draw the belly into the spine, and use your core to draw your torso towards the earth. Maybe those interlaced hands can ease their way towards the ceiling or even overhead. And then release. Hands underneath the shoulders, pivot to the top of the mat. Step back to plank. Let's hold this plank for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Chaturanga. Inhale. Find your back bend. Exhale. Push back. Downward facing dog. Left leg lifts. Bend it at the knee. Wild thing. Heart lifts. Left hand down. Find your side plank. Left knee in. Top arm reaches. Right hand down. Wild thing. Lift. Left hand down. Cross and crunch. Side plank. Last time in your wild thing. Drop. Hips up. Heart lifts. Left hand down, hug that knee into the chest. Gaze forward, gently step the foot between the hands, release the back knee to the earth, uncurl the toe, Kapotasana, reach the arms all the way up, interlace at the top, heart forward. Reach the fingertips up and away, keep sinking the hips. Top of the back foot presses into the earth. And then release, frame the front foot, curl the back toe under, pop up the knee, right hand plants, full moon flow, turn the toes to the left, reach the fingertips up and over. Exhale, drop the back hip as you reach back. Frame the front foot, lunge, finding our Skandasana at the back, bend through that right knee, pivoting all the way to the back of the mat, finding this lunge, turn the toes to the right, fingertips reach up and over. Exhale, drop the hips as you reach back. Come back to center. Frame the front foot into that lunge. Skandasana, big bend into that left knee as you pop up those right toes and pivot all the way to the top of the mat. Left fingertips reach forward, finding your half moon. Shift the weight, flex that top foot. Reach the fingertips up. Rolling the heart and chest open to the right. And then gently bend through that left knee, coming all the way up. Finding our warrior two. Nice big wide stance here. Melting the hips down, taking that slight tuck of the tailbone, shoulders away from the ears. Keep sinking. And then hands come to the hips. That nice big wide squat. This time we're going to cactus the arms. Open up the arms like wings. Exhale to round and wrap. Inhale, open. Exhale, round and wrap. Drop the head. Inhale, heart presses forward. Open the arms like wings. Exhale to round and wrap. 3 more. Inhale, open. Exhale to close. Inhale, opens. Exhale, close. Last time, open. Exhale to close. Bring the hands to the hips, straighten the legs, pivot the toes in, heels out. Hands can stay on the hips, finding your forward fold. Left hand comes underneath the center of the face. Reach the right arm up, finding a twist here. Exhale, right hand down, left arm reaches up, switching sides. Release the hand to the earth, pivot to the top of the mat, step back to plank. Hold this plank. This time we're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Listen carefully. Modified up dog. So drop the hips, send the heart forward. So hips are going to come to a hover, toes stay curled under, and then push back up to a plank, really rounding through the spine. Let's do that 4 more times. Drop the hips to a hover, chest lifts, and then push, rounding, really working that core. Drop the hips. Press. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, up dog. Exhale to plank, and then slowly lower down chaturanga all the way to the earth. Finding our shalabhasana. Reach the fingertips forward. So pinky edges of the hands are on the earth. I'm just going to move my blocks here because I'm going to open up my arms. Thumbs up. On an inhale, lift the arms and the feet. And then I want you to swim the arms behind you. So squeezing your shoulder blades together, toes are pointed, and then bring them forward. And then inhale to open, lift and open. Squeeze the shoulder blades together, send the fingertips to the back of the mat, and then coming forward. Inhale, exhale. Send the fingertips back. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale forward, exhale, lift and back. 3 more times. Inhale forward, exhale back. Inhale, exhale. Last time. Inhale, exhale back. Bring the fingertips forward. Bend through the back knee. Reach the right arm behind. Catch the pinky edge of the back foot. Half bow pose here. So kicking the foot away from the body, lifting up. Knee can lift, opening up through the shoulders, and then lift the back foot and leg. Reach the fingertips up and off the earth. Keep lifting, lifting, lifting. Really engaging that back straight leg. And then, of course, lifting up that back knee. For 3, 2, 1, release. And then switching sides. Bend through the back left knee, reach around, catch the pinky edge or the ankle. First begin to kick into this half bow. So opening up the shoulders, knee lifts high, and then lift the back foot and reach the arm forward, lifting it off the earth. Keep kicking, 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 lifting. Holding this for 3, 2, and 1. Release. You can let the forehead go to stacked palms. And let's go ahead and find our full bow, floor bow. So bend through the knees. Catch pinky edge or the ankles. I like to grab a hold of the ankles. You can flex the feet or they can be pointed. And on an inhale, begin to kick. Opening up through the chest. Your knees can stay on the earth, or if you like to lift them, go ahead and find your full variation here. Holding for 3, for 2, keep kicking, and for 1, release. Plant the palms on either side of the shoulders, curl the toes under. Straight as a board, we're going to lift up into our plank. Inhale, exhale, push straight up. Let the knees come to the earth, cross at the ankles, finding our boat pose. We're coming to sit onto the sit bones. Bend the knees, reach the fingertips forward. Really crunch those knees into the chest. And then we're going to find a low boat here. Extend the legs long, let the shoulders come to a hover. Inhale, come all the way up, crunch knees deep into the chest. Extend, low boat. Inhale, crunch, low boat. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, Last time, low boat. Inhale, high boat. I lied. One more low boat, and then release. Come to the earth. Release the back onto the earth. Bend through the knees. We'll find our bridge pose. So feet are hip distance apart. Heels are close to the body, so you can perhaps even touch the heels with the fingertips. Press into the soles of the feet as you lift the hips up. Interlace the hands behind the back and then roll those shoulder blades together underneath. Press the entire back of the arm into the earth. So pinkies, forearms, triceps. Keep pressing the hips up, 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 and the hands down. Really active here in this bridge. Keep pressing. And then release the hands from behind the back. Let the hips come to the earth. I'm going to cue full wheel. If full wheel is not in your practice, you can go ahead and take bridge pose, which we just did. So reach the arms overhead, bring the palms to frame the ears on either side of the head here. Spread the fingers open wide. First, press into the feet, lift up the hips. Press into the palms, come to the crown of your head, and then press as you straighten the arms, lifting the chest up. And then we'll take little rocks here. Three, two, one. Chin to the chest. Come all the way down. Knees together, feet open wide, cross the arms over the body. Give yourself a gentle hug as we reset for another wheel pose. Again, set up the feet, so heel tilt them back, hip distance apart, fingertips on either side of the ears. First, press into the feet, lift up the hips, and then press as you straighten the arms. Come all the way up into your wheel. Again, finding those little rocks. Sending your heart towards the back of the mat. And then holding here for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release, chin to the chest. Slowly come all the way down. And this time, bring the knees into the chest. We'll close off the practice with a supine twist. So extending the left leg long down the mat. Left hand's going to come to the right knee and just guiding that knee across the body over to the left side, finding a twist. Gaze can be anywhere that's comfortable. Maybe you want to move into a little bit of a deeper twist into the spine, dropping the gaze to the right. And then come back to center, slight engagement of the core. Draw those knees back up, extend the right leg long. Now that right hand's gonna guide the left knee over to the right side. Again, unwinding, coming back to center. And then you can choose to open up, finding a little Shavasana, and just finding some grounding for about 10 to 15 seconds. And if you have time and you want to stay in your Shavasana, I encourage you to do so. Otherwise, thank you so much for flowing today, and until next time, namaste.